Okay, I'm going to do a new spread today. It's a very common spread. I've seen it a lot. I haven't done it. I've been doing it the last couple of days, and I've been very happy with it. Very simple. So if you don't want to tackle the Celtic Cross, you may want to tackle this other spread. It's just a 5-card spread, very easy. And I was looking online, and an important part of tarot, reading tarot, answering questions with tarot, is the question itself, the importance of the question itself. And they talk about how the best questions are usually formed by asking how or what. So if you can preface your sentence with how or what, that seems to indicate a good starting point. Like, what can I do to be successful at work? How can I make someone understand that I love him? So the who's and the what's, and it's usually what can I or how can I. In the case of a so that would be something, a question. So when you do it for yourself, or when you do it with a querent, it's probably good to suggest that they ask a how or why question, or not how or what question. How or what? Did I just say why? Oh boy. How or what? What can I do? How can I? What can I? How can I? And then this sentence follows after that. So I've been doing that, and it is helpful. Just getting that, it just really kind of focuses the question by asking it with a what or a how. So I'm going to ask a question. And the question is, how can I deal with the fleas in my house? The fleas on my dog. How can I best deal with the fleas in the house, or the fleas on my dog? That is a very mundane question. But I've been dealing with this, I mean, for months, like a long time. And I've never had flea problems in my life, except for now. I have 2 dogs. Now, we've had very cold weather. We've had snow on the ground. And the fleas had abated up until like a week ago. And all of a sudden, they're in full force. And the ground was fully covered with snow. So I know it's the fleas are in the house. But they weren't in the house for a while. So then I looked online, and it says, well, the larvae can be around for a long time. So it's, you have to do, vigilant cleaning, and but the thing is, I haven't been giving my dogs, I've been giving my dogs treatments, but they don't seem to be working. And I haven't given them the oral treatments yet, because I'm a little worried about the oral stuff that you can give dogs. But I just ordered some because I figured, everything else isn't working. I'm just so sick of this. So, how can I best deal with, or how can I get rid of the fleas in my house? I know it's silly, but let's see. Well, there's me struggling with the fleas. There you go. Rider Waite, by the way. Rider Waite Smith. Awesome. And, so let's just lay these cards down. I know I'm not, the problem with this deck is it's very large. It's a very cool deck, though. Okay. Well, it looks like I'll have some success. That's good. I have tried everything. All right, so now we have the positions of the cards are very very easy to remember. So this is what's currently going on. So that would be a struggle, and this is the past, and this is the future, and then this is the what's happening, the influences that are observable, and this is the beneath. These are hidden influences. So these are observational influences, and this is hidden influences. So you have above and below. So you have the left to right, past, present, future, and then you have what is affecting, influencing the situation, that is observable, that is knowable, and then you have what's affecting the situation that is below the surface. So we'll start with the present. I've been dealing with the flea situation for months now, and I mean literally, I'm embarrassed to say how long it's been doing. It's been since May, so this is February. So, and I've made progress. I've gone forward, I've gone back, and then I finally got a handle on it about 2 months ago. I was still doing the organic treatments and brushing them, and then it got fewer and fewer, and then all of a sudden, like last week, it was just major infestation again, and I found some adult fleas on the dogs, which I just never thought I would do that would happen, because the outside is snow. So it means it was outside, there was a lot of snow, so it means that they're in the house. Well, I guess they were always in the house. So here I am struggling, and that's definitely a problem. It's a him. Now, in the past, it's the Ace of Swords. I have been dealing with this problem logically. I thought, do one thing, do another. I have tried so much online, so many things. That earth diatomaceous dirt, is that what they call it? I've tried, flea collars. I've tried organic flea sprays. I've done the topical with the frontline sort of thing. Of course, the flea collars, changing their diet, combing them every day, giving them baths with Dawn. So I'm dealing with it. I'm taking each step, and I've been trying everything. Vacuuming, washing, taking all the stuffing out of all my furniture, cushions, going through the wash with them, vacuuming the rugs, changing all the chair covers wherever they sleep, and doing all of that. I probably have done more. So it's been a trial, and I've done many things. And I have been avoiding the oral medication, because it seems to me my dogs, I have been doing the cap star or something. There's a cap that begins with a C. I have used that. It's a daily dose that gets rid of fleas for 24 hours. But then you clean your house, and then you're only giving them the one dose, oral dose. I have used that. And that definitely works. But it seems to me, I notice when I give them anything orally, it seems, or even the spot and the flea collar, they seem to have a reaction to it. Not a good reaction. It's all poison, so it's really a problem. Anyways, so I have been dealing with it, always trying new ideas. So, and I've been consistent. I feel like I've been consistent in the past, but I don't know. So the influences above, yeah, I kind of wanted to run away from all this. I kind of wanted to, say that this isn't happening. I've been hopeful and trying new things and moving forward. Unsuccessfully, though, apparently. I did believe for a long time that it was not that the fleas weren't in my house. I haven't fogged my house yet, because again, that's more chemicals, and I'm just wary about that. So I am doing what I want to do, but I'm trying to avoid all the poisons. And the thing is, with the poisons, they are poison, but then if they get a really bad flea infestation, they can be, a lot of diseases can be transferred to the dogs. So there's other problems, especially if there's ticks and stuff. So the thing is, my yard is no other dogs go into my yard. I have an invisible fence. There's no other, there are animals that scamper through the yard, like squirrels and cats and stuff like that. But it is pretty much a yard, with grass. And so it's kind of surprising that they're getting these fleas, which I've never had a problem before. So I have asked around. I said, "Is the flea problem really bad in your neck of the woods?" And they said, "Oh no, no fleas, no problem." Go figure. So the influences are the Five of Swords. Now that's the five is change, which I keep trying different things. But this is about going to a refuge, leaving the swords behind and moving on to greener pastures. Having struggled, well, I certainly feel like this is the situation with me. I feel like I've done everything I possibly can, but I don't seem to be getting there. And I am a little bit stubborn about this the non-organic medications for the dogs. Sometimes you just have to use it. So past obvious observational influences is maybe me being stubborn. Could I be being stubborn about this? I have to think about this. Now, below is the hidden influences. I would say the hidden influences it looks like money or something, but money's no object. I'm not concerned about the cost of anything. This gentleman is reaping. It's a harvest. And something about harvesting and how this is affecting my ability to take care of the dogs. It could be my past. Maybe I've been reluctant to deal with it head on because I've had success in the past with many things, and I feel like I'm going to be successful with this without using poisons. I feel that that's sort of my commitment to myself to not use those. They kill the fleas. The stuff they have out now is it messes up the neurotransmitters in the flea's brain, and I've had success, but maybe that's what's stopping me. Maybe what's stopping me is thinking I have all the answers, or I'll find all the answers, and then once I implement those answers, everything will be fine. And maybe that's my problem. I'm being stubborn about it, and because I'm looking at what I've done in the past, and it's always worked, and I really shouldn't change what I do, because I've always been successful. Not all, most of the time, successful in dealing with problems at the house. So here, the observational issues, the observational influences. I think that shows us some degree of turning away from the reality in some ways. Here's your hair. Everyone's facing backwards. You don't see their faces. It's like they don't want to see the truth. Is it possible that they don't want to see the truth? Is it possible that I don't want to see the truth? Or that I have to still continue to look for the proper, to still look at the more options. And there are more options, of course. And I'm refusing to do that. And so that's a problem. I'm refusing to look at my options. And my back is turned. So I think it's a stubborn thing. She's not, this person, I take it as me or the man, it's either one, is looking away, busy with their doing, and maybe not having learned the lesson that they're coming away from. So I'm here trying to get away from this situation, but I haven't really learned, and I haven't really dealt with the situation. I'm just leaving the situation. So it's time for me to continue to face the issue rather than put some distance between me. So maybe that's the problem there, and this is again more stubbornness underneath me, psychologically, how I deal with things, and I don't want to look at anything new. I'm just looking at the past. I'm looking at old stuff that I did and trying new things, but staying away from maybe the obvious. Because everyone I know who has animals, the dogs, the dogs are fine because they're all giving them this oral stuff, So go figure. Anyways, the good news, there is good news in this reading, and that is over here. It's a happy family. There's no puppies here, though. There's only people. Oh, whenever I say that word, P-U-P-P-I-E-S, the dogs go cray. So I think I have to be less stubborn about this. I have to go in for the oral stuff and see how that works, because it's the obvious treatment these days. That's what they do. I just can't keep up. I'm giving up. I've given up here. I'm ready to go. Moving on. And here is like I've been trying to do it my way, and it's been disappointing. So I've had a lot of ideas. you know, the ideas, but they didn't really work out for very long, and I'm struggling here. But it's going to be okay, because now I am going to commit to the oral medication. And you really only have to commit to the oral medication for 30 days and see how it works. And then I could wait a while and then see if they come back. Meanwhile, I can treat my house again and do a more vigorous cleaning. I notice I don't really vacuum the hardwood floors. I vacuum all the soft surfaces, and I need to do that as well. So isn't this just a fascinating reading? The point is, I think with tarot, it's nice. It's kind of important if you can ask really mundane questions. I think that could be helpful. And if nothing else, it just makes me vent, you know, like I'm so frustrated over this, and I'm beside myself. And the other thing is to show the this layout, which is really nice. So it's past, present, future, observable influences, and hidden influences. You can't beat it. And I've actually done this several times in the last couple days, and I've had some remarkable insights. So it's also the first time I've used my one of my Rider-Waite Smith decks. I have many of these. Well, I have 4, I think. I have 4 of them. This is the Smith-Waite Tarot deck, and it is the borderless edition. It's large. You know, it's a large deck. It is put out by U.S. Games. It seems like I have a lot of their decks. So it's a very cool deck, large cards. I think they'd be very impressed with, you know, reading. And I don't know, just the colors are kind of nice. Anyways, that's my story for today. I hope you've enjoyed this silly little video, but maybe you've gotten something out of it. So ask why. No, don't ask why. How or what questions. Consider the 5-card spread. Take out one of your great tarot decks and ask a question and see what comes up. Have a great day. Oops.